until midnight to agree on a way out of a government shutdown that would impact millions. The floor has been heated for several hours, bill after bill failing to pass. This latest legislation, 118 pages long, is just the latest attempt to get this through, and it's looking good from the House's side with mostly yays for this legislation. The bill would extend funding into March and include disaster relief. What it doesn't have is a Trump-backed suspension of the debt limit that we previously saw on earlier proposals. Now, 2/3 of Congress would have to get on board for this to get through tonight. We will alert you on what comes of this vote as it goes through the Senate in the free Atlanta News First app.
Tonight.